Hey, welcome back to 7-Minute Books. I'm Sam, and today we're talking about Marc Morris's The Anglo-Saxons. Sophie, I have to say, this book completely changed how I think about early English history.
Hey there, Sam. Yeah, same here. I thought I knew the basics, but Morris really strips away the myths. He shows that the Anglo-Saxons weren't a single people who swept in and conquered Britain. It was way messier.
Right, the book opens with Roman Britain collapsing in the early 5th century. The legions leave, and the locals are left to deal with raids from Picts and Scots. So they hire Germanic mercenaries, the first Angles and Saxons, to help defend them.
And that hiring goes badly. The mercenaries realize the Britons are weak, so they rebel and start taking land for themselves. It's not an invasion, it's a rebellion of hired guns. That's the real origin story.
Yeah, that blew my mind. And for the next couple centuries, it's just chaos, small war bands carving out territories. By the 7th century, you've got this patchwork of 7 main kingdoms: Northumbria, Mercia, Wessex, and so on.
Exactly, of a heptarchy. But it's not stable at all. Kings are constantly fighting for dominance. The first big powerhouse is Northumbria, which also becomes the center of this incredible intellectual and religious revival.
Right, because Christianity arrives. Augustine's mission lands in Kent in 597, but the real breakthrough comes in Northumbria under King Oswald. He invites Irish monks from Iona, and you get this fusion of Roman and Celtic Christianity.
And that produces the Venerable Bede, who writes the ecclesiastical history of the English people. That book is basically our only window into that whole era. It's a goldmine.
Then Mercia rises under King Offa. He builds Offa's Dyke, a massive earthwork to define the border with Wales. He's not just a warrior, he's a diplomat, corresponds with Charlemagne, mints coins. But after he dies, it all falls apart.
And then come the Vikings. The sack of Lindisfarne in 793 is just the beginning. By 865, the Great Heathen Army arrives and systematically destroys the old kingdoms. Only Wessex holds out.
And that's where Alfred the Great comes in. Morris paints him as this brilliant, pragmatic leader. After a series of defeats, he's hiding in the marshes of Athelney. Then he comes back and wins the Battle of Edington in 878.
But he doesn't just win a battle. He builds fortified towns called Buzz, reorganizes the army, and starts an intellectual revolution. He translates Latin texts into English and begins the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle. He's laying the groundwork for a unified England.
His successors, Edward the Elder and his daughter Ethelflaed, the Lady of the Mercians, push north and reconquer the Danelaw. Then his grandson Athelstan wins the Battle of Brunanburh in 937 and becomes the first king of a unified England.
But that unity is fragile. The 10th century is peaceful under Edgar the Peaceful, with the Benedictine reform and all that. But when a weak king comes along, it all unravels.
And that weak king is Athelred the Unready. His name actually means ill-advised, not unready. He tries to buy off the Vikings with Danegeld, which just encourages more attacks. Then he orders the St. Brice's Day massacre of all Danes in 1002.
Which backfires spectacularly. The Danish king Sweyn Forkbeard invades and conquers England by 1013. Then his son Nut rules a North Sea empire. Nut is actually a good king, respects English laws, but his empire dies with him.
Then you have Edward the Confessor, who's more monk than king. He's childless, and the succession is a mess. 3 claimants, Harold Godwin's son, William of Normandy, and Harold Hardrada of Norway.
Harold Godwin's son becomes king in January 1066. He defeats Harold Hardrada at Stamford Bridge in the north, then force marches south to face William at Hastings. And you know how that ends.
Yeah, Harold is killed, and William is crowned on Christmas Day. The Norman Conquest isn't just a change of dynasty. It's a violent revolution that replaces the entire Anglo-Saxon elite. The language, law, architecture, and everything changes.
But here's the thing, the Normans didn't create England. The Anglo-Saxons had already built a unified kingdom with a common language, church, and identity. The Normans conquered it and destroyed that world.
So the legacy of the Anglo-Saxons is the idea of England itself. That's what I'm taking away. They forge a nation through war and faith, only to see it torn down by the same forces.
And honestly, if you want to go deeper, the whole library is over at 7minutebooks.com/app with over 6,000 fiction and nonfiction titles you can read or listen to in any language. It starts at $2.99 a month, $9.99 a year, or $19.99 once for lifetime access.
So the big takeaway? The Anglo-Saxons weren't a mythic, unified people. They were a constantly changing mix of tribes, invaders, and survivors who somehow built a nation.
Exactly. And that nation outlasted them. We'll see you in the next one.